Alright, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the third and final game between Salt and LOL. This is the Heroes of the Storm Southeast Asia Championship Singapore Qualifier, the second one, and the second semifinals, and it's the third game. The current score is 1-1. I am Babel, and I hope you guys enjoyed this card so far. If you do, give me a like on Facebook, really appreciate it. That's it, the draft has already started, so we're going into it right now. Okay, Salt is on the left, LOL is on the right, score now 1-1. And we have the map being decided by Salt Gaming. It's Garden of Terror. Garden of Terror, and I think this map is very, very fun. First pick, first ban. LOL gets it. They're still going to ban Johanna first, and Salt will ban Lost Vikings. First pick of Sylvanas into Jaina, Illidan, into Anubarak. So I think it's kind of similar to the previous draft, except that Illidan was not on Salt Gaming's side. No, it is actually on the Salt Gaming side, Illidan. But they didn't draft Illidan so fast. I think they actually drafted someone else. For LOL, I think they have Sylvanas right now. Previously, Sylvanas was on Salt. And we have Jaina on LOL, but Jaina has proven to be a lot more consistent. Tychus Anubarak is okay. Tychus is just, you know that you are going into a lot of trouble the moment you ignore Tychus. He changes into Odin, and he's just by the side, firing off those big guns and cannons like nobody's business. Somebody's going to stop that guy, man. And that's the problem here. So Salt didn't do that. I think they should be able to do it this game. Now that the draft's a lot more different, and Abathur is just really crazy in the last game as well. Unfortunately, just not strong enough in the last team fight. Last team fight was really just a bit of a placement issues, and the big Earthbind totem that just slowed everyone down by Q, of course, playing as Rhaegar. And you have Illidan just too far out, stretches a little bit too much, not able to jump back in time. I think even the second Illidan wasn't really strong in the sense that the amount of damage dealt was not really spectacular in the fashion that you are not diving down or killing someone, you're not on a hunt. You are really just holding the front and everywhere, just being everywhere. That's the problem. Also, it could be attributed to the fact that Jaina went for the rooted talent on level 16 as compared to Northern Exposure. I think that helped the team a lot. So yeah, Salt now with Brightwing. Brightwing on Garden of Terror. Let's see how this works out. Garden of Terror basically has got two different terrors on one side of the map, on each side of the map, sorry, one on top, one on bottom. And basically, you need to kill this terror to really just get those seeds, and those seeds will spawn a garden terror for yourself, and that is once you collect 100 seeds. So you've got 3 different camps, one on each side as well. One, let's see, 2 siege camp per side, 2 on top, 2 below, and 1 bruiser camp on top, 1 bruiser camp on top. No boss golem for this entire map. So it's gonna be Tyrael, Brightwing, Illidan, Jaina. And on LOL side, they got Tychus, Anubarak, Sylvanas. I would say that if you really want to win this game, you need a support for sure, and that would have to be Malfurion. Rhaegar's okay, but you don't necessarily need Rhaegar. Rhaegar is kind of like, you see, if Rhaegar uses Ancestral Healing on Sylvanas, it's a little bit of a waste. Not that it's that big of a problem, but Sylvanas doesn't have a lot of health, and the amount of Ancestral Heal is a little bit too much for Sylvanas, I feel, from time to time. Tychus is the better target here, and Rhaegar it is. So Rhaegar will provide substantial healing around. Anubarak should also survive a little bit longer. Rhaegar will give those kind of heal amounts to Anubarak. For Salt now, they have got Tyrael. They don't have the Anub, but I'm thinking that they will want to go for possible ETC maybe. I think ETC was alright. They just picked the wrong talent at level 10 and absolutely wrong talent at level 20 as well. The Bolt of the Storm on ETC is not useful at all unless you decide to pick for a Mosh Pit, or if you want to go for Bolt of the Storm, you definitely need to have Mosh Pit. That's the only one, right? If you go for Stage Dive, Bolt of the Storm is kind of like a mobility talent that doesn't help setup, doesn't help anything. And Stage Dive should have been like a little bit stronger. If you want to go Stage Dive, it's only the Death Metal or the other talent, which would be, let's see, The one that allows you to reset cooldown, or rather, subtracts 15 seconds of cooldown. I'm going to try and pull out the name here because I'm done thinking about it. Let's see. So he can effectively use Stage Dive into Crowd Pleaser. So Crowd Pleaser has got a bigger impact and has got reduced cooldown for every hero hit for 15 seconds. 50% on the area increment. So that's really good. LoL finishes the draft with Feldstad. Feldstad, Anubarak, into Sylvanas, into Tychus. I think this lineup is a lot. You can see a lot of damage here already, but who is the one that's really going to hold them in place? They don't have the Jaina. Sylvanas is not able to do that. Tychus is just really not able to do that. Feldstad, let's not even talk about that guy. Anup is all they've got for stun. All they've got to hold people in place. Now, the good news is, this entire team, if they don't go for Dragon Laser Drill, they go for Odin, they should be able to do some chasing. So that's fine. But if you really need to hold them in place for combos between Willing Arrow as well as Hinterland Blast, then you need the Anup to land some stun and Rhaegar for the Earthbind Totem to connect beautifully, which they did in the last game. So I'm not saying they can't do it, I'm just saying that it's going to be pretty tricky for them to do it again. For Salt right now, they got Tyrael. I'm thinking they should go for Uther. Uther is going to be really good. If they go Abathur again, I think Abathur would be fine. Not that big of a problem, I think. Abathur should still be okay. It's between Abathur and Uther for me. I don't see any other heroes being played here. And it's going to be a Kerrigan. Very, very gutsy. So this is straight up a dive comp. Now, what is a dive comp? A dive composition means that they will go behind your line of front line of defense and attempt to kill the backliners like Tychus, Feldstad. And this lineup, this draft, I think favors Salt a lot. They got Illidan, Kerrigan, that's a lot of burst. Jaina with Sprint is also going to reach you. Tyrael, just to kickstart everything, only needs to use Judgment. And Brightwing with Blink Heal is going to make sure everyone survives. There's also the possibility of an extra Emerald Wind. The Emerald Wind can help them stay alive a little bit longer. It's also utility based, but we'll see how it goes. So ladies and gentlemen, we got chairs versus humans in this next game. And I'm really hoping that they sit down, but yeah, never mind. Alright, so on the left side, we got LOL. And on the right side, we got Salt. Salt Gaming, all the way back from 2014. Garden of Terror, 1-1. What an interesting series. Very close games on both sides. I think that some mistakes were made somewhere, but at the very end of the day, they played really well. And I personally enjoy back-to-back games so much more. I think that if you have best of 3, you should go all the way. By the way, this is the layout for Garden of Terror. In case you guys haven't played Heroes of before, we have 7 different maps. Garden of Terror is one of them. And in this map, you got 3 different objectives. Basically, you fight the Shamblers, which are these minions that spawn at night. They come in all shapes and sizes. And you can also collect seeds. The seeds will drop when you kill the Shamblers. The small Shamblers drops a little bit. The big one drops a lot. Yeah, when you get 100 seeds, the Terror will spawn. And you can still collect seeds even if you've got 100 seeds. The amount will just keep increasing, but it doesn't count. It will wait until the Terror has expired before they respawn the plant-looking thing behind. And that's where you're going to have 100 extra seeds there to turn in. Not really turn in, to activate. Then you will have the Garden Terror. The second one. So it does count. So some teams really like to stagger between the Terror on top, and then to give up the Terror halfway to go down to the bottom Terror just to gang the enemy there and to snatch the seeds from the Shamblers. So that's really, really fun. And yeah. So far so good. I think I've really enjoyed myself for both series already. I think the crowd has enjoyed themselves a lot as well. And the last game was just a hell of a comeback. One big mistake was all it took for Salt to lose that game. They had the lead in the earlier part of it, just didn't amount to anything at the end. And for the entire team now, they're going to have to play the third game. Third game is definitely going to be fun. So waiting for all the players to ready up before we go into this game. Hopefully we're going to start real soon. That's it. After this series is done, which it will be done after this game, we're going to have ourselves one extra qualified team for the Singapore National Finals. And then I've just been told that we will also be having the bronze match in the backlines, and we'll be going directly into the grand finals, where the best team today will walk away with $500 reacher. Second best team will walk away with the qualification and a total of $500. First team gets 1,000, so that's like $500 more. So it's guaranteed money, man. It's guaranteed money. If you realize also, this is the only series that went down to the third game. The other series are all 2-0. And yeah, so hopefully we will successfully clear this game soon. I do believe that Kazu has left the, maybe he's left the lobby. We'll see. All right. So back to the lineup here. You have Tyrael, Brightwing, Kerrigan, Jaina, and Illidan. A hell of a good lineup. It's a dive com. Hands down a dive com. You will also see two heroes with blood for blood, Illidan as well as Tyrael. And that means that they're gonna burst down someone really hard. Once that's done, yeah, it's crazy. They probably also gonna kill the backlines first. But that's it, ladies and gentlemen, third game here in the semifinals. One team will be smiling, the other one maybe crying, I don't know. And it seems like the talent is locked. So, unfortunately, we have first world problems. So we're gonna try and remake this game. So, in case you're wondering, this is gonna be a very informative stream. In order to remake, all you need to do is just leave the game. Yeah, one side needs to leave the game, and then the game will get void. And then we'll be going back in the remake. But yeah, it's a remake. Man, and I did that introduction, so you know what I mean. Gonna have to do it again. Garden of Terror, 1-1. LOL versus Salt. So in just about 30 seconds, the game will be void. Please do not log back into the game meanwhile. Well, yeah, so Garden of Terror, man. I really, really like this map. Not as much as the rest, though. But I think that for this particular map, there's been certain amount of strategy involved. The biggest issue with this map, I feel, is the fact that your terrors are... It's really just something, you know. It doesn't necessarily help you win the game. Of course, if the core is like wide open and everyone, every single structure along the way is gone, then yeah, you probably can hit the core pretty soon. And that's where the terrors can do a lot of damage. But if that's not the case, then there's a lot of strategies like split push, terror defend. I don't know what's terror defend, but some teams does it, and you have got terror pushing, split push, you know, full-fledged push, terror distraction, and yeah, those are all viable strategies for Garden of Terror. Specifically speaking, I think this particular map also challenges the team's ability to work as fives. There's a lot more 5v5 in this map as compared to other maps as well. Other maps like Blackheart's Bay, other maps like the Tomb of the Spider Queen has got a lot of 5v5, has more 5v5 than Garden of Terror. More 5v5 for sure as compared to Dragonshire. But Garden of Terror, specifically speaking, has got a very dull and dark theme. And that's what I think I like about it. I like the art, I like the theme. And yeah. So Salt versus LOL, only one team will qualify. The other team possibly will have to come back again in the third qualifier, where we have a lot of other teams coming in. And I really, really can't wait for that. So that's going to be the case. So shout-outs again to sponsors, Alienware, Intel, Fairfaro sponsor, Razer, as well as streaming partner, XSplit, for making all of this happen. There are some parallel streams happening. Malaysia stream is up on YouTube, by the way. And the Philippine stream is being streamed in Tagalog, which is not in English. It's at Minaski TV. So in case you guys are wondering what's the score like, how's the whole situation, you can follow all of this action at esports.heroc.com. Next up, next week we'll be going to Malaysia. Yay. If you are from Malaysia, do swing by to the competition venue where the team, the production team, and myself, we're all going to be there, and we'll be streaming the event live from the offline venue. That's it. That's where you guys can don't be shy, man. Just swing by, say hi. I'm not as fierce as I look on the screen, so yeah. Then we also have got lots of prizes to give away next week as well. So if you're in Malaysia, swing by. That's it, ladies and gentlemen. Third game, once again, Salt versus LoL semifinals. And on the blue team, we have Zest playing as Tychus, Kiro on to Rhaegar, La La Land as the Felstad, Androlite as the Sylvanas, Las Banonis, the Sarah onto the Anubarak. And on the red team, we got QWERTY playing as the Kerrigan, Sliderbite onto Tyrael, Kazu playing as Illidan, Ohayang as the Brightwing, Las Banonis, Kaigari as Jaina. Garden of Terror, I hope the talents are not locked. I don't think it is. Okay. Oh man, some pings happening here. Some pings happening. The teams are also pumped up. They are going to have a stare down. And nothing's going to happen. Kaigari just had to go and land the Frostbolt. The frag grenade doesn't connect. They're throwing weapons all across the map here. And going back to individual lanes. Introduction over. Sliderbite now at the top lane. Bottom lane we got Sylvanas, and that's being played by Androlite, so that's good. And mid lane we got Tri-lane coming in. Zaz, Lysera, Kiro. It's basically Anubarak and Tychus doing all the work. Kiro healing them in case they get damaged. And top lane, Felstad, some trouble there. No stunts there. QWERTY waiting for the right moment and will not get it off. Nice barrel roll by La La Land. QWERTY doing such a great job there. He withheld the entire skill set, but the barrel roll was not used at all. La La Land in a good position back then. So let's check in on the talents, by the way, in case you guys are wondering. We got our piercing rounds, power throw as well, that increases the range, some healing totem, which is back to business, regeneration master, and with the wind. Very standard stuff. Kazu has finally decided with the wind's a slightly better talent. That's very, very good. Not Kazu, sorry, that's not Kazu. Who is Sylvanas? Androlite, that's good. On the red team, LOL, we got Ohayang, and I actually think that the overlays are wrong. Yeah, Kazu is actually Salt. Yeah, there we go, Salt. So we got Perch Evil, we have Shadow Shield, we have Deep Chill, Scouting Drone, and Sweeping Graphs. That's it. Lysera now with a nice barrel charge away. Sliderbite dropping kind of low. La La Land can actually barrel roll. Yeah, there we go. Barrel past the shrubs there. So that's still okay. But ETC cannot slide past the shrubs, so that's unfair. And we have Illidan at the mid lane. Shamblers have spawned already. Current seed count 35 to 25. Blue team slightly ahead. They are not really invested to take down this big, bad, ugly-looking thing. But they are also going to try and set up some area of defense just to make sure that no one goes near them. And meanwhile, Savannah should actually be pushing the lane, but will disappear. And yep, so they've decided to do their own thing. And this is why I really don't like this map, because when they do stuff like that, there's nothing to say. Seed count 89, 93, 95, 62, 70, 72, 80, and counting, and 85. All right, no terror for the first, or rather second morning, and after the first night. Back to the talents here. We got Spray and Pray, our iconic. Gathering Power, Pharaoh Heart, Legion of Beals, and Venom, and Amplified Healing. This is actually a little bit more of a combative kind of tier. He actually goes for Perch Evil, which buffs up the smite a lot, and that's kind of good. Amplified Healing, which is fantastic. Immolation, Arcane Intellect, Protective Shield, Fury of the Swarm. Now, I really don't like Fury of the Swarm, but I guess it has got its merits there. I kind of only like it for the Rainer element in a particular team because of Inspire. It kind of stacks up a little bit. By the way, Fury of the Storm doesn't stack with better momentum anymore, so QWERTY needs to know that. Level 6 both ways right now, and it seems like the Siege Camp is having some, so rather Siege Golem having some troubles here, but Kazu brings out his own bad boys here, and it's really going to throw some really cool-looking rock against the Siege Golem, and the Golem's going to go down. Meanwhile, Scout count, or rather Seed count, sorry, 95 to 85, very standard stuff. Felstead top lane up against Slider Bite. See nothing exceptional happening yet. Rotations-wise, a little bit dull. If you look at the laning, I kind of like Quiddy and Kaigari roam, but they're not doing that. So Cone of Cold connecting, Lacera barrel charges out of his way. Good. So Quiddy, Kaigari, both the Kerrigan, Jaina should be roaming. Illidan should be the one laning. Ohayang laning at the bottom should be fine as well. Here at top lane, no complaints. For the blue team, I think this tri-lane mid is not really working out. You have the ammunition out to about 60%, or rather 40%, and it's not, you know, okay, it's doing fine. It's not that big of a deal, but they're investing so much resources here that they're not growing, they're not ganking. That is the main reason why the red team has got slightly more EXP, because as you can see now, top lane has got no one soaking from LOL's team. And that's a bit of a problem. Zaz now probably going down. Kazu, good kills there. So Siege Camp effectively going to the blue team here for the top lane. And also going to see a Siege Camp, a second wave for the bottom lane. And Androlite has the ability to deny that. And look at that. Oh, the Polymorph! And the Rillian stun connects beautifully. Androlite last hit and he goes down. Sylvanas, great timing by Salt there. And Anoop comes in to mind his own business. Kazu now also at top lane, just defending against the Siege Golem here. But pretty okay, pretty okay. I think that's actually very good timing from Quiddy and Ohayang. Lacera dropping. Lacera not gonna die. Lacera too tanky as the Anubarak. Yeah, well, some backup here for Kazu and the top lane. Kaigari's here. They're gonna try and take out the Siege Golem. They did that successfully. 30 seconds before the next night. And that's where somebody's gonna get really ugly. Kazu with a nice dive again. Spots back, Slider Bite, swings by. Doesn't do much of anything here. Level 9 on the red team, almost level 10. One full level advantage. The blue team needs to do something. And there goes the stun. Kazu gets caught out off guard here. Nice impale. Hero goes in again. And here comes Androlite. But all of that evasion there, make sure that it is not going to connect. Zaz going to pull back Kaigari. Going to do something a little bit more. And Lala with a very questionable flight here. Flight pattern, I think he just flew a very short distance, and I didn't think it was worth it. But as I say, Kazu level 10, there goes the Metamorphosis, La La Land goes down, and Kazu with evasion, but unfortunately he's still going to go down, and Judgment goes in to pick off the Tychus. I think he was lagging a little bit back then. Should have popped evasion, but didn't happen. So blue team, Terra spawning right now. They've got 12 extra seats. Red team is only at 91. So they need 9 more. And possibly the Shambles here will give them the amount. Gary not able to pick up the kill on to the Anubarak. Hero, Androlite, La La Land, all 3 of them are in this area. The Sylvanas, the Rhaegar, and the Felstead. Gary pots back home. And now we have level 10 on the blue team. So by the way, back to the talents here. We have got Commander Odin, Locust Swarm, Wailing Arrow, as well as 2 undecided Ancestral Healing plus what looks like Hinterland Blast. Yes, it is. We've also got Judgment, Metamorphosis, Water Elemental, Emerald Wind, and Ultra List going on. A big Emerald Wind to push all of them back. Great skill. Quiddy jumps in. Good stun. Ancestral Healing denies all the damage done. Kazu now going to try to pull it, but Hinterland Blast connect. Kazu dropping very low, but still going to be okay. Metamorphosis off cooldown really soon. Not so soon, in fact, 30 seconds. I lied. Quiddy now going to pull back. Zaz looking for more damage. Going to land a seed. That doesn't work. La La Land now going to pull back. Slider Bite trying to hammer the skull in for the bird, but the bird is going to be okay. And Slider Bite respawns as T-Real, and all of them still alive somehow. Fort going down. Fort's gone. And Kiro dropping very quickly. Kaigari a little bit off position. T-Real should actually jump in. Land the shield. The shield. There's no shield. Quiddy with the reel in. Only an Anubarak as well as the Terror. Lacera dropping very low. Kazu still once more. Kazu is all the way in front. There goes a 3-man Metamorphosis. And Kazu now going to go a full-fledged focus onto Tychus. Odin goes down. Sylvanas gets charged to hell. And Lacera, La La Land falling back. Quiddy needs a new horse. That one's too slow. And they're all going to pull back. That's it. 9 kills is to 2. And 12 against 11. So in terms of seed, we got 1 Terror each side. The damage is pretty apparent. The red team's Terror was not able to push. The blue team's Terror took down the meat fort. So that's good for the blue team. And for Salt Gaming, very, very close shave to getting to the grand finals, I think that they are going to be all right. So that's it. They get 70 seats from the bottom part of the Shambles. And the blue team now with a bit of rotation coming forward. Oh Young spawns top lane. Oh my god, you don't want to be here. Hinterland Blast will not connect, but there goes the willing arrow, and the wombo combo goes down. Slider bite goes back, comes back out as a burst of light will hit nothing. And the red team got caught completely off guard. LOL did well there. They were one talent down, but because they did it in such a good fashion, you can see that two members on the red team didn't even add up that extra talent there that they had as advantage. Now the levels are even, and they have all got a total of 5 talents each. That's really good. For the blue team, for LOL, we got Lead Rain, Crippling Hammer, Feral Lunge, and Burning Rage. Now this one is really going to help the team lock down the enemy a lot more. Hammerang first, then Hinterland Blast should be okay. But they've also got a Brightwing that can effectively disjoin and force a short cooldown of 9 seconds on the Hinterland Blast, and I'd like to see that happen. Meanwhile, for Sylvanas, it's actually going to be Splinter Shot. QWERTY jumps in. QWERTY needs to be very careful here. The teammate should be behind. That should still be fine. And for the red team, for Salt, we have Burning Rage, Sixth Sense, as well as Sprint on both the Jaina and Kerrigan, plus what looks like Face Shield that allows an extra 200 point shield for the target being teleported to. So that means that Brightwing really needs to teleport into an engagement. So Brightwing should be laning a little bit more, should be getting some extra EXP. And there are some good and bad points about that. Meanwhile, it seems like the teams are spiking a little bit. And they can always pause first to see if this is going to be okay. Let's check the server. Yep, it's the correct server. It should be the venue location here. But I hope to solve it in a while. Okay, should be alright. Meanwhile, you guys on stream, if the frames are dropping, please let my production team know so that they can try and remedy the situation if there is any. 11 minutes in, and we're looking at level 14 on 14. This means everyone has got the same amount of talents, like I said before, and it's going to be a close shave here. Bottom 4 getting challenged by the red team. Odin channeling up from behind. Zazda with a bit of a linear explosion happening. Also going to see a big win happening here from the Brightwing. Good catch by Lacera, but no follow-up. Quick hacks by Young, and the whole team pulls back. Odin here with Ragnarok missiles, Annihilate, and Thrusters. Very exciting, cool names there. Hero now getting some trouble from the Blizzard. And QWERTY very much in a lot of trouble. Slider jumps in with Zaz. QWERTY now pulling back, sprints behind, and also can see a central healing. This is really bad for Salt. Salt now dropping very low, and Slider Bite may just be in a lot of trouble. Hinterland Blast doesn't connect. QWERTY now behind enemy lines, have to pull back, doesn't successfully retreat, and will die. Kazoo will also go down. Kaigari now, the last man standing from Salt. LOL going full ham on the core, or rather fort. My bad, it's a fort. Sorry about that. So the fort goes down. Tower will also go down. Kaigari looking to kill Kiro. Kaigari, very dangerous position here. Will sprint away. I think Kaigari should be in the SEA Games. The Siege Cam now effectively going down. And blue team gets it really nicely. La La Land with the hammer throw, not able to connect. Hammerang, in fact. Great team, 9 kills. 9 kills also for the blue team, but they are effectively 2 levels ahead. So that means they have already gotten level 16 talent, Stone Skin, Overdrive, Earthgrass Totem, as well as 2 Blood for Blood. This is really bursty. And like I mentioned before, you have the blue team in a bit of a different position because they don't really have a dive comp. They have a composition that's like just basically combo based. And to really sidestep away from that, Slider Bite needs to use judgment on the right target at the right time. And I think that is the biggest challenge here for Team Salt, because they are the ones with the dive composition. They should jump in quickly to take down the Tigers. But nope, here we go. They're jumping to take out Felstad. Felstad gets some shield, trying to run away. Here comes also the Willing Arrow, and a great Primal Grouse just cancel out everything. Oh, Young stays alive just long enough for the Emerald win. Lacera gets out of position, misses the stun, now tries to pull back. The whole red team in position there, but the Tigers is behind with the Odin. Those guns are so painful, and it's gonna be enough. Kazu here uses Metamorphosis, but not able to pick up anyone. Just the Andro Light dropping really low. Kazu with a bit of a frag grenade pushback will go down. And the red team, 4 men down again. Salt in a very bad shape. 4 of them so close right now. level in terms of talent. We got 3 Blood for Blood, Northern Exposure, Criterize. I think the Red can take up a fight right now. Yeah, they can. They got all the bursts they need. They are level 16 at long last. With so many Blood for Blood, with so much burst, I think they should be able to win the next few team fight. But before that, they have to deal with this terror. So, seed count of 80 against 42. We got Zaz here playing as the Garden Terror. And again, collecting more seeds, in fact. So that's it. Garden Terror knocking on the door on the bottom part of this lane. Oh, he's not even going to use the seed. Okay, he used the seed a little bit off position, but should still be okay. I think that Plant has done sufficient, little bit of harassment damage onto the structures there. Meanwhile, blue team gets a guaranteed second Garden Terror with 112 seeds in the bank. They will also get more. Seems like the second Shambler will also go down, and they get a total of 144. LOL here. By the way, there's only a total of 6 votes in LOL's bank. So that means one of them is going to get everything, maybe? No, actually no, they're all going to get 1 each. And there goes the Hinterland Blast. Hero jumps in. Nice disconnect, but not going to be good enough. Oh, Haiyang takes the fall, gets silenced, pulls back, will not get it off. Tiro goes down, and all that's left is the 3 of them up against 3 of them. And oh, that's a really good comeback. Lacera now looking to pull back. Good stun. And Zaz too looking to punch the skull in for Kerrigan, but Kerrigan not going to go down easily. Cody now going to try and turn around, but not going to get it off. Great hacks onto Kaigari. Would have ensured a kill at least. Kazu onto Lacera. Lacera with a nice stun. Kazu needs longer legs. Oh, he angered, and the Metamorphosis goes off. It jumps in. There goes the dive. Lacera dropping really low. Lacera goes down. Oh, you don't want to be here. That's a really angry Kazu, and he's got evasion as well. He's going to try and pull back. Frag grenade connects beautifully. Down goes Illidan. Would be the possible pullback maybe, but I think that the talents will on cooldown. You know, I think the Illidan doesn't have evasion. It doesn't have first aid. The biggest problem is he doesn't have first aid and he doesn't have Blood for Blood. If he had 2 of that, would have been able to take the fight. But great Bolt of the Storm. Level 20 already for the blue team. Way ahead. Now 1 level more for Salt before they get level 20. And if they do get level 20, I think that they will be able to take up the next fight. Alright, we got a replay. Let's check that out right now. This is where Lacera goes in. And the Hinterland Blast connects. Haiyang dropping very, very low here. Crawls back. Quody. Look, just pay attention to Quody and Kaigari. That's just what happened here. A 3-man stun reeling into Blizzard. Quody pulled that off really well. And Lacera will drop at the end. Quody unfortunately will still die here. The overkill is just too powerful. There's nothing, you know, Quody could have done. We are back to real time. We have a total of 5 members here defending the top lane. They still need a level 20, and there is already a Garden Terror pushing the mid keep here. Keep dropping very fast. The Plant dying. Quody jumps in again. Blizzard not gonna land though. Slider by unfortunately dropping very low as well. Nearly got hexed out. Kazu waiting to go in. Quody had a perfect setup. But Kaigari is not in position for that. So Zaz now looking for the bottom one. Kazu gets silenced. Kazu needs help. Kazu goes down. And here comes the Emerald win. Zaz in position. They may just win this here. Slider bite, pulling back. Slider bite, not going to connect onto the Hinterland Blast, who will also pull back. Quody now may get hexed out. Doesn't get hexed out. That's an extra movement speed because of Pixie does. 40 seconds before Kaigari comes back. Before Kazu comes back, sorry. And that's the plan. Oh, it's going to be fine. They are knocking on the core. Tournament life at stake here. Salt, 50%. Salt maybe going down. Slider bite goes in. Looking for more. There goes the stun. The core goes down. LOL will win the $500 and qualification for the national finals. Salt Gaming so close to victory there. They were just not prepared. Crazy, crazy gameplay. And I think that in general, definitely LOL deserves that victory there. You have the full wombo combo doing a great job. The burst comp just wasn't successful enough. They weren't able to take down the key players like Sylvanas. They weren't able to take down even, you know, Feldstad and Tychus. Tychus was, you know, free all the way at one side. He was just doing a lot of damage, 35,000. But again, Anubarak, have to say, Lasera's Anubarak, 44,000 damage there. Crazy damage there on Anubarak. So we're going to see if we got a replay ready. And once we have that done, we will go into it. But before we go on, oh, replay's done. Here we go. So that's it. They're all knocking on it. Hinterland Blast connects. It's a great stun there onto the Rhaegar. Rhaegar did die, but unfortunately they just paid too many heroics just for that kill there. And there's a lot of AoE damage coming in. If you look closely, you had Hinterland Blast, you had Sylvanas there. And in general, also, shout out to the Tyrell. He was able to quickly burst down using his trade. And that's when he dies. He also evaporates into white glow, or maybe golden rays there, and takes down the kill at the end. Sarah also dies here. All right, that's the last fight there for you guys. And that's it. We are also going to go forward into a break. Yeah, finally going to go for a break after this whole series. We'll be conducting some lucky draw for the participants here in the live audience. And moving forward, we'll be bringing you the grand finals of the second qualifier, in which one team will walk away $500 extra as compared to the 500 that the second place is going to get. So it's 1,500. Shout out to sponsors, to viewers, all of you guys. We're going to be back with the grand finals real soon. So stay tuned. Give my pitch a like if you enjoyed the cast, and don't go anywhere. Condemn reels in just Chichi Boy as the Anubarak, and we're also going to see the extra Eldrune Smite coming from Nyx. Slider by